Awakened Pidgeon. So we're going to use 2 blocks. Notice how I'm setting them on my mat. Then I'm going to grab my bolster and just check out how I set this up. Copy me. So I'm going to set my bolster back toward the middle of my mat. The blocks are there on the medium setting in front of the mat, and now I'm just going to step over my bolster with my right foot and heel toe my right foot across the mat until it reaches the other side, and then I'm going to sit down onto the bolster, walking my back foot back, and now I'm going to walk the blocks back slightly so that I'm awakened. I'm sitting up straight in Pidgeon. This is the pose. However, you can adjust your blocks like this to a higher setting if that's more comfortable. You could also walk your blocks out some if that feels more comfortable. See how that's out just a little bit? Or you could walk them in. So find the spot that feels right for you today, where you're not in pain. You can feel the opening across the front portion of your abs, your thigh. Your hips are experiencing an opening. And just begin to relax here. Find a comfortable space where you can be still and be strong. If possible, hold your gaze a little high so that you don't slouch. Relax and breathe. A reminder to listen to your body as you move into this pose. If you need to make subtle adjustments in your body, although we do resolve to be still when we practice yin, as our body is opening and changing in these deep holds, it's totally natural to make small adjustments. For the next minute, let's resolve to really be quiet, still the mind, still the body, and still the breath. Gently take your hands off your blocks and place them on the mat. Take a moment to stabilize yourself here. And when you're ready, move your blocks out in front of you toward the corners of your mat. Lift your hips and heel toe your right foot to the right side of the mat. Send your foot back behind you and remove the bolster. On your knees, place your hands on the blocks in front of you and sit back on your heels for a supported child's pose. Come back up. Put your bolster back in place, and now we do the other side. So the left foot comes over the bolster, heel toes over to the right. My right foot goes back behind me. As I sit down on the bolster, I'm just going to slide my right foot back and really situate where do I feel comfortable. Re-engage with my blocks, walking them back toward the bolster, deciding on the setting that's right for me. Do I want the blocks high? Do I want them low? Do I want them out a little bit further? Personally, I want them low, middle setting, and close to my body. I'm going to relax my eyes, finding a space where I can settle in, resolving to be still and resolving to be quiet. You're doing so good. You're doing amazing. As your hips open, you may even find it useful to go to the higher setting of the block. You may need to make gentle and subtle adjustments with your body and how you are settling into the blocks and onto the bolster. We have about 1 more minute here, so let's really resolve to relax, to release our thought patterns, to connect to our breath, the rhythm of our heart, and to embrace relaxation. It is that time. We made it. Let's gently release our hands from the blocks, placing the blocks at the corner edges of our mat. Putting our hands on the mat, stabilizing ourselves for a moment. Lift the hips. You can slide the bolster out of the way if you'd like. Send your foot back. So you're now on your hands and knees. Place your hands on your blocks and sit back into a supported, nice and deep child's pose. Gently come up to all fours. Walk your knees forward a little bit, remove your blocks, and send your feet out in front of you. So your legs are both stretched out in front of you, and just start shaking. Shake, 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 shake it out. That was a really, really deep pose you just did. This has been Devin with Present Day Yoga. Namaste. Thank you. Goodbye.